So the UK government has various subsidies to promote affordable housing and the construction of affordable housing. The biggest subsidy is called the Affordable Homes Program. It's provided on a 4 or 5 year rolling basis, and you can register as an investor. You can register a registered provider, which is subject to regulation, and that way you can partner with the government via two agencies. One is called Homes England, and the other is with the Greater London Authority, GLA. You then can apply for the subsidy by proposing a plan to construct housing, which includes also affordable housing, and the subsidy is given at the point of construction. They are different. There are basically three main tenures of affordable housing in the UK. So social rent, which is the most heavily subsidized one, affordable rent, which is roughly about 80% of market rent, and shared ownership, which is a very interesting tenure specific to the UK, which is a mixture of, it's a hybrid tenure, which is a mixture of partially owning and paying rent on the other part that the household does not own. And the rent goes to this registered provider, and the rent is the subsidized element. So that is kind of the biggest program that exists. And that is the way institutional investors have entered into this affordable housing market and has started viewing housing as an investment asset, affordable housing as an investment asset. The good thing often in affordable housing is that the rents are inflation linked. So for patient capital, yes, there is quite a lot of predictability. So as I mentioned before, because of this way this funding is provided, I think my understanding is that what institutional investors are looking for is certainty. So they want to have certainty from the government about rents, for example. They want to make sure that the rental revenues are predictable. And that is the so-called rent settlement, where the government settles on specific rents, which informs the private sector and provides certainty for their cash flows. I think that's the main thing that won't cost a lot of money the government to agree on certain frameworks that investors are requiring to be able to predict their cash flows better. So one, again, as I said, is about the rent settlement, and the other is about the duration of the affordable homes program. We have produced even a report where we advocated that moving the affordable homes program's time span from 5 years to 10 years will allow registered providers to act more as developers, enter the development market, and be able to design the properties, and also to buy land without planning permission, and then have the time to wait to obtain the planning permission rather than rush to make sure that they've developed something within 3 or 4 years, to make sure that they can fit into these funding timelines. So I think it's important for the government to understand how developers work, what timescales they use, and what are the associated risks. And I think more and more, having had also the exposure from the other side, working for the Ministry of Housing as a policy fellow, there is much more understanding of what institutional investors are looking for, and trying to design the products in a way that fits the risk profiles of the different kinds of institutional investors. I think I'm very much looking forward to see what this Congress brings. I'm an academic, so I'm very much hoping to build some partnerships in the private sector and hopefully serve as advisory on some of the companies, and also learn a little bit more about the Spanish housing market.